When you hear the words black magic, what's the first thing that comes to mind? For a lot of people, it's curses, hexes, maybe even voodoo balls. But how much of that is rooted in reality? And how much is just a story we tell ourselves?
I think for most folks, is this idea that someone out there can manipulate your life, make you sick, ruin your luck, just by performing some ritual or saying the right words. But if you look at it through the lens of science, there's a lot more going on under the hood, and it's not supernatural.
Let's break it down. Across cultures, black magic is usually about causing harm or misfortune, right? It's the dark side of ritual, meant to control or punish. But when you actually examine what's happening, the evidence for any real supernatural effect just isn't there.
What you do see, though, is a lot of psychological impact. Take the nocebo effect. Most people know about the placebo effect, believing a sugar pill will help you and then feeling better. The nocebo effect is the flip side. If you believe something bad will happen to you, your body and mind can actually start to manifest those negative symptoms.
So if someone truly believes they've been cursed, that belief alone can make them anxious, sick, or even start to sabotage their own life. It's not the curse, it's the expectation of harm that does the damage.
And that's not just theory. There's solid research showing that negative expectations can trigger real physical symptoms, headaches, stomach issues, insomnia. The mind is powerful, especially when it's primed to look for trouble.
It's a feedback loop. You expect bad things, you notice every little mishap, and suddenly you're convinced the curse is working. That's confirmation bias in action. You filter the world to fit your belief.
And it's not just the victims. The people performing these rituals, shamans, witch doctors, tantrics, sometimes they're true believers, sometimes they're just exploiting fear. But in a lot of societies, their role is about giving people a sense of control when life feels random or unfair.
It's a way to explain the unexplainable, especially before science could step in. But even now, with all our knowledge, these beliefs stick around. Why do you think that is?
Humans crave meaning. When something bad happens, it's easier to blame a curse than to accept that life can be random. It gives you a target, something to fight against, even if it's just in your mind.
And it's not just old traditions. You see it online now. People selling hexes or curse removals. It's the same psychological mechanism, just dressed up for the digital age.
Social pressure plays a huge role too. If everyone around you believes in black magic, that fear gets amplified. You're not just fighting your own anxiety, you're dealing with the expectations of your whole community.
Let's talk about voodoo dolls for a second. The idea that hurting a doll can hurt a person, science says there's no physical connection. But if someone believes a doll represents them and they know it's being harmed, their anxiety can spike. That's the nocebo effect again.
And if you don't know about the doll, nothing happens. The magic only works if you're aware of it and believe in it. It's all about perception.
So, when people say they're affected by black magic, what they're really experiencing are real symptoms, stress, fear, maybe even physical illness, but the cause is psychological, not supernatural.
And that's empowering. If you understand how your mind can trick you, you can start to take back control. You can challenge those beliefs, look for logical explanations, and break the cycle.
Education and critical thinking are the antidote here. The more you know about how suggestion and bias work, the less power these fears have over you.
If you're feeling cursed, start by acknowledging your fear. Then ask, is there a scientific explanation? Are you under stress? Are you connecting random events that don't really add up? Talk to people you trust or even a therapist to help you work through it.
The bottom line is black magic has power, but it's the power of belief, not the supernatural. Understanding that can help you reclaim your sense of agency.
And that's the real magic, using knowledge to break free from fear.